2025 is shaping up to be another amazing year for grown-ups on Steam. While it is still early, these 15 games represent a wide variety of genres and flavors. I can't tell you how well each of these titles will rank by the end of the year, so I'm going to list the games alphabetically, with the top performing game in the final position. As always, all links can be found for free on my Patreon. First up, we have Aurelia. I covered this gorgeous pixel art RPG back in December, and it is currently on pace to be one of the top games of 2025. This is one of those titles that really shows how much our industry has grown, and I absolutely recommend it to anyone who enjoys fantasy harems and this kind of distinctive art style. Aurelia is available for PC on Steam and Patreon, with an Android version on their itch.io. Next up, we have BM General Hospital. You are the director of a struggling hospital and are looking for ways to increase patient satisfaction. I'm pretty sure you can tell where this is going. I get a similar vibe from this game as I did with Mad Island, but this hospital has way less cannibalism. BM General Hospital is available for PC on Steam. Our next title, Desert Stalker, shows that while visual novels may be less popular than a few years ago, the right game can still do very well. And it appears that harem building in a post-apocalyptic Egypt is that right game. The story is also really interesting, but also very dark. Desert Stalker is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam, with an Android version on their Patreon and itch.io. Next up is Half Demon Shinobi. This feels like a combination of roguelike deck building in a Chinese donghua, and is really fun. The game is also visually striking, and is another example of how Mango Party has become a top publisher in the adult games industry. Half Demon Shinobi is available for PC on Steam. Our next title, Hatsuyuki Sakura, came out in Japan over 13 years ago, with a PlayStation Vita version released in 2017, a PS4 version in 2019, and a Nintendo Switch version in 2023. So it is a very popular title. The Steam version comes in 1080p and is a great game for fans of Japanese visual novels. Just make sure to get the patch. Hatsuyuki Sakura is available for PC on Steam and Just. Next up is Hidden Realm of the Enchantress. This is an old-school dungeon crawl full of furries and monster girls with a deck-building mechanic. The art and animations are cute, and the game reminds me of a simpler version of Dungeon Vixens, A Tale of Temptation. Hidden Realm of the Enchantress is available for PC on Steam, with an Android version on their itch.io. Sticking with monsters and furries, next up is Humiliation Dungeon Survivors. This is a roguelike survivor-style game, with quick-time events for certain bosses and monsters. It is fun, but a little grindy, but if you enjoy this genre, then you'll probably have a good time. Humiliation Dungeon Survivors is available for PC on Steam. Next up is Kemopop. This puzzle game is full of furry male waiters looking to serve you. This is also one of those games that I can't really show much of, so I'll take this moment to thank all my patrons and YouTube members. You all are awesome. Kemopop is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam, with an Android version on their itch.io. Our second Mango Party title of this list is Kurage Life. This is a training game where you also run a ramen shop. And as many of you know, ramen is serious business, even if this is a shorter game that you can finish in around 4 hours. Kurage Life is available for PC on Steam. Our next game is Race of Life Act 1, and is one of the surprise hits of 2025. This visual novel has a great story, characters, and pacing. I mean, I suppose that a racing game should have good pacing. The visuals and animations are great, and the quick-time events and races are actually pretty fun. Race of Life Act 1 is available for PC, Mac, SteamOS, and Linux on Steam, Patreon, and itch.io. I have been waiting for the release of our next title, Sapphire Safari, for years. Fortunately, the early access release of this furry homage to Pokemon Snap has been great. Unfortunately, there is not a lot that I can show you, because furries really seem to hate to wear pants. Sapphire Safari is available for PC on Steam, Patreon, itch.io, GOG, and Just. Next up is a game that I'm not sure completely fits on this list. The Silent Kingdom is an early access Otome RPG that doesn't currently have sexual content, but it is planned. Given that this is a female-focused game, I don't know how explicit that sexual content will be. However, many of you keep asking me to include more games for women, so I think I'll do a review of this title later this month. The Silent Kingdom is available for PC on Steam and itch.io. Our next game is another female protagonist title, but it definitely has a very different focus. Sol-Rui After Mini is a magical girl corruption RPG where you jump between different worlds. Each world has a different gameplay mechanic as you try to save your town and your sanity. Sol-Rui After Mini is available for PC on Steam. Next up is Welcome to Maison Chichigami. This is one of the rare visual novels released by Kagura Games. The art and animations are great, and there's full voicing. This is also from the same developer that made Apostle. Welcome to Maison Chichigami is available for PC on Steam. And finally, the top game of 2025 so far is Kaiju Princess 2. This adorable space romp has equal parts cooking and planetary destruction. I had no idea how well these would combine, but here we are. Check out my full review where I also talk about the Epic of Gilgamesh. Kaiju Princess 2 is available for PC on Steam. There you have it. Looking at what else is scheduled for release this year, 2025 may end up being the best year for adult games ever, and we are definitely off to an amazing start. Let me know what you think the best game of 2025 is, and what you're most looking forward to. And until next time, no shaming, just gaming.